Are you still free for lunch, I hope?
Yes, but in spite of all the precautions that I took, I got an emergency call from the studio, and I need to stop by there for just a minute. But I'll tell you what, why don't I meet you somewhere?
All right, how about the back street?
Oh, come on, we can do better than that.
Well, not enough atmosphere?
It's got lots of atmosphere, all the wrong kind. We don't want to be reminded of that disastrous party, do we?
No.
And we don't want to run into people like Harry O'Neill.
Is this the way you talk about all your ex-boyfriends?
Oh, come on now. He wasn't a boyfriend. He was just a momentary infatuation.
You have a lot of these momentary infatuations?
I don't go out looking for them, if that's what you mean.
How about if they come looking for you?
Harry had a certain basic masculine appeal. I think there are probably a lot of men who have that same appeal, but perhaps with just a bit more sophistication.
Does that include art dealers?
Oh, it doesn't count them out. But I just hate rushing into anything.
Oh, me too.
Aren't we talking about lunch?
Lunch, yeah. How about berries?
Berries sounds fine.
All right, you got to go to the studio, all right? I'll try to clinch this art deal I have, and we'll meet at 1 o'clock.
Wonderful.
Afternoon's ours, right?
Mitch, you're not going to try to talk me into showing Vicky the secret room, are you?
Oh, Dorian, I wouldn't dream of that. This one's strictly for our pleasure. See you at 1.
1.
And what about this act over here? Was that the Great Zambini?
The human cannonball. That's when it goes deep, deep down in the cannon. Then pow, pow, goes right across the net.
The tent, really?
Yeah.
Does he get hurt?
No, Mom, he lands in the net.
Oh, I'm sorry. I realized that, actually. It sounds very exciting. I'm sorry I wasn't with you.
Maybe they'll have it again next year.
Well, if they do, why don't we all go together, Now, Summer's here. Have you two thought about what you want to do this summer?
Swimming, fishing.
Fishing. Swimming and fishing. Well, I guess we'll do all of that. Tell you what, when Daddy comes home tonight and we have dinner out on the patio, we can talk about what we're going to do this summer. All righty?
I picked up the mail, Mrs. Buchanan.
Oh, thank you. Kim, would you just put it on the desk, please? Sure. Thank you.
And now, boys, are you ready to go back to the fort?
Come on, Joey. Let's go.
What fort?
Oh, you should see it. 2 rooms, a lookout tower.
It sounds very ambitious.
There's a lot more to do yet. And they don't want you or Mr. Buchanan to see it until it's all finished.
There's no danger of them getting hurt, is there?
Oh, no, don't worry. It's going to be very solid. Heron's been giving us pointers.
Heron? Our Heron? What does Heron know about building a fort?
You'll be surprised.
I think I will be surprised. I can't wait to see it.
Well, we'll be down by the pine grove. Okay. You'll probably hear the banging. Thank you, Kim.
Sorry I'm late, but I had to make a quick stop to see Tina.
Whatever for?
She's very upset about the fact that she decided to stop helping herself.
I wouldn't. I thought you weren't going to pressure me.
I'm not pressuring you. You know, she's just very upset, that's all. She's not taking this very well.
And why are you so involved with this?
Well, you know how fond I am of Tina.
Yes. That's why you were having lunch with another woman.
Dorian, I'm only trying to help her.
I see. And what, my dear, is in it for you?
For me? I just want to see her get what she deserves, that's all. You know how much the Lord's name means to her.
And, of course, the Lord's money means nothing to her. Or to you.
You know, I wouldn't think such a beautiful woman as you could possibly be so cynical.
Not cynical, realistic. When someone is working so hard to get me to do something against my better judgment or nature, I start to ask questions.
And jump to conclusions.
But actually, this whole thing is moot. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't get in the secret room. It's impossible.
Why? Just because Clint accidentally smashed that figurine?
Why? There's another way in?
It's much simpler than you think.
Wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'm tired of all these secrets.
Well said. You know, you were right, Dorian. That is, you were half right. Those are your house keys. But not one of them fits any of the doors of my affair. Now, before you are completely finished telling secrets, why don't you tell me just how you got into my house?
Are you sure you don't know where Dr. Polk's having lunch? Oh, no. No, there's no message. No, thank you. Bye. Oh, Jenny. Jenny. Jenny, I'd like to speak to Nurse Jenny Rinaldi, please. I don't know where she is. Have her paged, please. Yes. Oh, when is she coming out of the emergency room? Please tell her to call Victoria Buchanan immediately. Please, it's so urgent. Thank you.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Clarence, you couldn't have checked very thoroughly because I did open the door with one of these keys.
All right. That's very interesting, especially since we had all the locks changed when you moved out.
I suggest you get yourself a better locksmith.
Oh, Dorian, cut the bull. Now, I want to know how you got in, and I want to know the truth.
I don't have to put up with it.
Now, just sit down. There's no way you could have gotten in unless someone gave you a key.
I'm so sorry, Mitch, really, but I've got to leave.
Honestly, can't you solve your problems without making a public spectacle of yourself?
Sure. Maybe next time I'll just break into your house.
Clint, I told you the truth. All right, let us just consider this episode closed.
No. It is not closed. It is over, but it is not closed.
Aren't you all right?
Yes, thank you. I cannot believe that man just practically assaulted me in a public restaurant. He is so arrogant and egotistical, and he and Vicky really deserve each other. That's all I can say. Her with her fixation on Victor and him defending her to the point where he doesn't care who he hurts or who he embarrasses.
This is exactly what Tina has been facing for months now.
I know that, and that's why I agreed to help Tina.
Well, why don't you keep helping her?
True. Everybody would be better off. Vicky would only face reality, most especially Vicky herself. Otherwise, this bizarre fixation with her father is just going to... And Clint, of course, will keep defending her, and Okay, I'll do it.
You'll take her down the secret room?
Yes, but the sooner the better, all right? Now, how do I get in there?
Very simple. All you gotta do is use this pair of pliers I just happened to have outside in my car. Nothing to it. No, I'll teach you everything. No problem.